Now, usually I don't act like this, you know what I mean? Shit, I don't even know what to say, dude. Go ahead.
Usually I'm not like this, but that body's so enticing. Whispers in my ear say, you know how I like it. Your body's so amazing.
So amazing. Yeah. Got me crazy, little. Normally I be coolin' and I rarely show emotions, but girlie, you are fine just in case no one has told you. You know you look good and that's what attracts me to you. Cause not many women can keep feeling talking to them, but you aggressive when you need to be, passive when you wanna be. Fine in the motherfucker, girl, you got me fixing me just to keep up with you. Damn, I love your attitude and the way that you be making moves when doing what you gotta do. Get it, girlie, I'm excited. Phyllis got a thing for you. Usually I don't do this shit, but you deserve this thing, woman. I tell you what I'm feeling when I talk to you. You put my clothes on and rap my songs back to me. You're so funny and you even laugh at my jokes. You counteract my madness and I guess that's why we're so close. So I know you feeling me, woman, that's why I want you. Cause usually I would stop conversing if you were born.
Usually I'm not like this, but that body's so enticing. Whispers in my ear say, you know how
How you doing?
I'm chilling. How you doing?
I'm good, I'm good. Glad we got to get together, finally, right?
Yes, finally.
You wanna hit the weed?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, alright. Yeah, man, whatever you need. So yes, man, I'm here with Aiyz. You know, we chopping it up. I'm glad I, you know, finally got to get you in the studio and really shoot some scenes.
I'm happy to.
You know?
I'm excited.
Yeah, man. How was it? Your first experience with what we're doing today? Different?
It was different, yeah.
Okay.
That's different for sure. I always loved being in front of a camera. Growing up, I used to like reenact like movie scenes and like acting.
Okay.
I was like so dramatic and I did it.
I'm just getting into doing video myself, you know, so I've just been diving into different angles and how to shoot a scene, and I'm intrigued. Oh my goodness, I'm just like blown away with how stories are put together. So I feel your excitement, you know. So you're new to Vegas, right?
I am. I moved here 2 years ago. I moved here from New York.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. What part of New York?
Poughkeepsie, upstate.
Okay. How you like this compared to New York?
It's different. Living in a city and like somewhere kind of by itself. Very like farms, and then there's like a city, but it's not like Vegas, like a big city.
Okay.
So it's different. It's different for sure.
Did you go down to New York a
I
lot
did.
when you lived out there?
Yeah, I did.
Was that like the equivalent of going to the Strip out here?
No.
Okay.
No.
Grand Central?
Yeah, Grand Central.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Yeah, it's different.
Okay.
And the casinos, you don't really see, I feel like you don't see casinos in New York City, at least I didn't.
Yeah, I think they have them in Jersey. But like that was the craziest thing. Like coming out here for me from New Orleans, it was easier to adjust because New Orleans has gambling. You know, weed's almost legal. You know, medicinally it's legal. You know, but you know, it's easy for me to adjust because I don't really gamble that much. Do you gamble?
No, not really.
Okay.
I don't really gamble often.
Okay.
Do you? Oh,
Not really. I mean, I gamble in different areas, you know, but as far as getting off work and putting 100 on black, I'm probably not gonna do that in all these games. But I do like the sports bet, so that is one aspect of gambling that I do partake in. So simply because any given Sunday.
what do you like to do for fun?
These days, these days I like to challenge myself mentally, you know, because I've done a lot of things in my life. So, and I get bored easy, very easy. So, just like with me doing a video, I haven't been this excited about a project since my Outside album. That was a while ago, you know. And just the fact that I'm like a kid with it, and I'm you know, all excited about, oh, I need to get this, and I have to get this, so I can get this angle, you know, and I need you to come here, and I'm gonna do a zoom up, and you know, I need some B-roll, like, you know, I never really said anything about B-roll until I started doing video, but that's amazing. So yeah, man, I challenge myself. That's what I do for my hobbies.
Do you have any like inspirations as an artist that you just look up to?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, I have tons of inspirations. You know, and it's crazy. Alright. People always say that, oh, you're trying to sound like this person, or you're trying to sound like that person. When you come into this industry, or into this game, whatever game it is that you come into, you were inspired to get into that industry by someone. And the first thing that you try to do when you get in is do it how they did it. You know, that's part of it, you know. You do it how they did it and try to sound how they sounded, or get the look that they had, until you find your own way, you know. So, you know, I feel like that's, I have tons of inspirations, tons of people that inspire me. Dre, Jay, Michael Shinoda, Linkin Park, Stain, STP. You know, I could go all over the place with it, you know, because that's what the kind of music I listen to. I listen to so many different, you know, extremes, you know.
Do you have like a favorite genre of music?
Yeah, man. I mean, I wouldn't say I have a favorite. You know, I do hip hop, but I also do other. I also do other genres and get into other genres. It's just with me, you know. So I can't say like, yes, I'm doing this right now, but sometimes the way I'm feeling it comes out as a rock song, or sometimes it comes out as a R&B record, you know. That's just how it is with me. It changes with me, because I feel like when I try too hard to do something. Yeah, man. We got Shigar in the building. You know, he didn't came to the studio, so that's amazing. But I'm sorry. What were we talking about, Aiyz? Right. You know. So yeah, when you have when you first come into the game, you want to be like someone, or you like the way they do it, so you try to emulate how they do it, just to see if you could even be on their level. You know, if I could spit every word the same way they did it, the exact same way, okay, well, I'm capable of it. You know, just to give you that confidence, and then you find what works for you, you know, and you branch off and start doing that. So everyone does that, from writers, not just artists, you know, from writers to anything, you know. You're gonna look at the people that you feel like does it really well and try to do it like them.
How made you move to Vegas? Because you weren't born and raised here, were you?
No, I wasn't. I'm a drifter, you know, so I've lived in a lot of different places. I grew up in a military family. Every 4 years I was somewhere else. I'm an artist, and I was just like, oh shit, okay, so what's the best way that I can fund my career? Service industry, you know, because I'm acting. That's pretty much what I'm doing while I'm serving food, you know. So after I really got to a good restaurant, then I was like, okay, where's the best possible place that I could be to be in the service industry. Las Vegas, you know, I'm like, shit, I've never fucking been out west, like, you know. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's try it. Yeah, man, I packed all my shit up in my truck. I sold what wouldn't fit in my truck, and then I drove out here.
What do you do for like a night out? Like if you're just going out to the strip or something, what's your favorite spot?
Man, you know, I'm more of a homebody these days. Like, I love doing music. Like, I've been out here, and after going through COVID and being locked down, because like I got here right before COVID happened, and then 3 weeks after I was here by myself, they turned Vegas off, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know anybody out here, so I was trapped. You know, I wouldn't say trapped, but it was just me. I'm sorry, what was the question again?
Like what you said you were a homebody.
Oh yeah, what did I go?
So instead of like going out, you just like to do what you love to do, you make music.
Yeah, you know, and I like adventuring out. One thing I like about Vegas is it does have a lot of nice outdoorsy type situations out here. You know, Red Rock out there. Sierra, shouts out to C. You know, she's an outdoorsy person, and she always goes camping, and they have that. They have the mountains, and you know, like, you ain't really have that in New York, huh?
I think it's pretty. I miss like the trees and like the fall and seasons.
Yeah.
Like we get that, but it's a little different out here.
Right, it's just stone cold.
It's way different.
You miss the snow?
I do and I don't.
Okay.
I do from how it looks and the cool things you can do with it. But I just don't miss like how cold it was. Here it doesn't get that cold. It's a different kind of cold.
Right.
So that's like two different things.
Okay.
Sometimes the frost, like you would wake up in the morning and have to like defrost your car.
Man.
I don't have to do that here.
And plus, you know, I used to live in Alaska too. So
yeah. Did you like it there?
I did. Man, the most beautiful place I've ever lived.
If I can go anywhere, I think that's one place I would want to go to. Travel.
Oh yeah.
Like, even live. I feel like to live there for a year, it's like, isn't it dark for 6 months and light for 6 months? Is that there?
It is, but the higher north you go, that's when it gets to the extreme, to where it's dark like it is right now, or whether, you know, it's always bright. But I lived in Kodiak, which is an island, and during the summer, the sun would go down, but it'll still be light outside. So you could, you know, it's not dark. You know, you could like, it'll look to where it looks around 5 o'clock here. Oh. It's still blue outside. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? You don't, you can see. You don't need lights, you know.
Yeah.
But during the winter, the sun would go down and it'll to pitch black at that same time. So around 5, 6:30, it's pitch black outside. And the sun don't come back up until like 9, you know. So yeah. But the further north you go, the more extreme that is. If you go to the North Pole, then yes, that's where you'll have the, you know, 22 hours of darkness during the winter. Yeah. Like, you know.
I would not leave my house.
But you know what? The craziest thing is, I'm telling you, man, like people that live in those kind of environments, they, their fun is different. You know what I mean? Like I remember it. It's just like fun in different cities, how different it is. Like what people do in New Orleans to hang out, what people do in Atlanta to hang out, what people do in Vegas to hang out, like what people do in Alaska just to hang out, right? The drinks are always the same. You know, Tanqueray tastes the same whether you're drinking in New Orleans or whether you're drinking in Vegas. It tastes the fucking same. You know what I mean? Now, the experience that you have with the Tanqueray is like what I feel draws people in. You know, like I remember in Alaska, we would have a bonfire. You know, that was hanging out. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like we really didn't go to clubs. We were out, you know, like we start a fucking bonfire and then we on the beach and then like, you know, it's 30 out, but you just stand close enough to the fire to where you're good as long as you're layered up. Everybody knew that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's something I do too. And where's one place you would travel to? If you can go anywhere. It's your like dream.
Man, well, I want to finish seeing this country. That's first and foremost. I want to finish seeing this country before I go out, or say I want to go out. You know, because a lot of people, I feel, they want to go other places so bad, but they haven't seen our country. Like, we have some shit out here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I saw a lot of things just making that drive from Atlanta all the way over here. You know, like the Four Corners Monument. Out here we have the Hoover Dam.
Rock, I know that. I feel like every state has its own, like, something to want to see.
The Grand Canyon. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, see, we go up on some hot shit. It's all good though.
There's this like rock in Utah. Yeah, no, I want to see that, but I don't know the name of it, so I can't even go there.
Hey, we gotta Google that. We're gonna be working together, right? You know, on some projects, so I'm excited about that. And you say this will be your first time on the actress side of things?
Yeah, okay. Definitely.
The more we do it, you know, the better we'll get at it. So we're gonna shoot some scenes, and we're gonna come up with some storyline, and we're gonna figure it out. We're just gonna wing it, you know. So I'm glad you came down to the studio. You know, yes. Thank you for being a part of my project. Thank you for taking your time to be a part of my project. I appreciate it.
Of course, I'm so excited. I'm excited to be here for it.
Thank you. Well, Miss Aiyz, you know, I can't wait to show some of our work to the people. And until next time, I'll see you later.